It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
From Windsor, Ontario, it's Remotely Zach. And now from Studio 17 in the automotive capital of the world, oh boy, Zachary Thomas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I am your host, everybody's favorite, Zachary Thomas. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We got a great show for you. We take a look at the dankest memes found on the internet. And we also cap it off with the weirdest news found on the internet. Yeah, so make sure, it's going to be a great show. Really great show. But before we begin, I want to make sure that you are subscribed to the Zachattackproductions YouTube channel. And you can do that by hitting the big red button. Also, by subscribing, you are helping support someone who does this all by himself. So please hit that button. Who knows, you might be able to help me with my speech. Oh, God. Well, we got lots to get to, but before we begin, I want to say a big happy birthday to former President Jimmy Carter. That's right. He just turned 100 years old on Tuesday. 100 years old. He's also eligible for a second term. So call him up. Somebody call him up. Also, another birthday. I want to wish a happy birthday to my nephew Isaiah. He turns 8 years old today. Uncle Zach loves you very, very, very much. So happy birthday. Speaking of 8 years old, Donald Trump. Trump held a rally in Wisconsin where he talked about so much nonsensical things, but especially one from the Congo. Take a look.
Among the worst in the world. They come from the Congo in Africa.
I feel like he thinks the Congo is the dance. I mean, they're coming in, all lined up at the border, one after another, single file, their legs in and out at the same time. But it didn't end there. Here was another low energy moment.
San Francisco is the best city in the country 18, 19 years ago. Bob Tisch, a friend of mine from Lowe's. Many of you know Bob Tisch.
Oh yeah, Bob Tisch. Who doesn't know Bob Tisch? You know, the guy from Lowe's. Hey, Phil. Yeah, you know Bob Tisch? The guy from Lowe's who helped me pick out my wood. Yeah, Bob Tisch, I know him. Man, did you guys catch the debate between Midwestern dad Tim Walz and the guy who you know has the eyeliner kit, J.D. Vance? Vance and Walz engaged in what was a pretty normal debate, though there were moments, especially when Vance criticized the moderators for fact-checking him. Because nothing says you're lying like than criticizing the moderators for telling you you're lying. One of the greatest moments really was when Vance opened up with an introduction. That's right, I'm just a guy from Appalachia who fucked his couch and I engage in totally normal behavior, like asking my grandma if it's all right to suck dicks. and I'm definitely okay with being hung just to please Daddy Trump. Man, just to please him, I'll do it myself. But occasionally, Vance kept looking off camera. Apparently the reason was he had to make sure Daddy Trump was very happy. Make sure. Whew. Well, man, things are going off the rails in the Middle East with Iran bombarding Israel with around 200 rockets. Now, both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump weighed in, but it was Trump's response that got to me, saying he wants to, quote, bring world peace. Yeah. Hey, Donald, do you really want to know how you can bring world peace? Go away. Go. My God, bring peace to the Middle East. His dumbass son-in-law couldn't even do that. Like, it's crazy. Oh my God. Moving on. More Republican madness. A Virginia Republican running for office released a campaign ad featuring him and his family. Yeah, but there was just a problem. It wasn't his real family. It was his friends. First of all, ew. I really wanted to be a fly on the wall for that request. Hey, I got to do an ad for my race where I'm kind of a family guy. So can I borrow your family? Borrow it. And I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Weirdos. A new study has found that people who are obsessed with celebrities are less intelligent. Man, where did they conduct that? The Trump rally? But really, how dumb do you... Like, how dumb do you to be to support a celebrity? I will say in the Swiftie fandom, we have a few. We call them all too well 10-minute stands, but even worse, Evermore stands. Woo! Well, it's time for the part of the show where I send out the Zach signal and ask the question of the week. I post these early in the week, so on my social media, so make sure you're following me, and I read my favorite answers on the air. So this week I asked, where is a place someone should visit in their lifetime? And here are some of my favorite answers. Cindy Foster Van Dyke said, Poland. Yeah, true. Dan Thiebert said, downtown Windsor, once is enough. True that. Linda Gersacci said, Tennessee to see the Ark. I think they might have a use for that now. I think they might. Marguerite McFarlane, Grand Canyon. Yeah, that's a good one. Rob Bolton, Prince Edward Island. Oh, fabulous. Carrie Barnett, Las Vegas, and go to the Hoover Dam in Grand Canyon on a day trip. I'm still trying to get tickets to Thunder Down Under. Anyway, we got a great show for you this evening. I recap my paint and sip adventure and the weirdest news found on the internet. But when I return, the dankest memes found on the internet. Stick with us. It's gonna be fun. Be great. Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Folks, how bad is a city's traffic that you have to dig an 8-kilometer tunnel? The answer is pretty bad. Pretty bad, yeah. And that is exactly what Ontario Premier Doug Ford wants to do. And that's right, Ford is going to bring out his tiny little shovel. I'm no fan of Doug Ford, the guy who looks like he ate the previous 2 premiers before him. And the embodiment of the Michelin Man. But hey, I like his idea. No, I do like it actually. It's a cool idea, and especially for a city that is growing exponentially at a rapid rate, like the GTA. But with every good idea comes the people who don't think it's such a great idea. An article in The Conversation said, Doug Ford's highway tunnel will not improve transport or housing. Really? I mean, there are ways of dividing it, you know, cars in transit below, transport trucks on the top. I mean, it worked. But also, where'd you get housing? What's the point of fixing housing if you can't get to it? The 401 is your permanent address now. More opposition did come from the NDP, who said it's a silly idea. Okay, but here's a question. What are you going to do about it? This happens with every project. Someone wants to build something. It then gets stalled because people whine, bitch, and complain. And guess what? China is probably on their 100th infrastructure project. This month. This month. Because, I'm sorry, calling it a silly idea is not a solution. I mean, that's why you can't form a government. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not like you can widen the 401 anymore. I mean, it's starting to look wider than Doug Ford. Folks, it's time for the dankest memes found on the internet. Time to get memed. All right, people, pandemic's over. Time to get back into the office. Or is it? Returning to the office after a year of working from home. This must be one of those illegal transgender aliens they keep talking about. It must be. Really, it must be. All right, our next one up here. If you're in a Karen mood, this is for you. Felt cute. Might speak to a manager later. I don't know. I might. Who knows? I don't know. If somebody would remix that, please send it to me. All right, one of the many phrases of Willy Wonka. Oh, your company doesn't have a content strategy. Please keep complaining about your small online following. Please do. Feel cute like this. I don't know. And this is the cleanest part of the show. Next one up here, your cat's a trumper. Kamala hates me. Really? Oh yes, Kamala hates you. Which explains why Trump loves you. Because he loves to grab some pussy. I felt cute. I don't know. Okay, was the cleanest part of the show. Out the window, just goes. Oh boy. All right, next one up here. I hear this movie is going to be a smash. Free Diddy. I'm just going to sit right here. Folks, that's the dankest memes found on the internet. We'll be right back with weird news. Stick around. Free Diddy. Nope, can't free Diddy. I think I got arrested for that once. Hey everybody, welcome back. Good God, we made it. Woo! Anyway, hi. So earlier this week, my good friends Josie Murphy and Jake from Made in YQG put on a paint and sip event at the Breakfast Guys. Links are down below, by the way. Now, the event was hosted by a local drag queen, the very fabulous Venom Von Snap. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now, the process of the evening was to pick 3 prompts, a scary place, sexy place, and a favorite breakfast food. So, clearly this was very well thought out. So for each I said my brain, very scary. Backseat of a Ford in the Hudson's Bay parking lot, by the way. And I wasn't sure what to put, so I just wrote pancakes and sausage. I don't know. And when Venom read mine out, it came out as pancreas sausage. Oh my God. Hilarious. So anyway, we had to take the prompts, and paint them. Whichever one she read out, we had to paint them. So, for sexy, I think it was like a Walmart parking lot. I mean, it's no Hudson's Bay, but it'll do. And we had to go basically down. Whenever she would say to move down, we'd add on to another person's painting. So, with that said, I'm sure you're wondering, Zach, what does your painting look like? Well, drum roll, please. Oh my God. Oh, good God. Anyway, this is it. Yeah. But anyway, you know what? It was a lot of fun. And it's Friday, and that means it's time to get weird. Not as weird as this painting. It's time for weird news. Ever hear of a tsunami? Well, get ready for a poonami. That's right, the residents of Nanning, China woke up to a crappy awakening after a sewage pipe exploded. The explosion shot up human feces 30 feet in the air, leaving the pedestrians, cars, and bikers drenched. Oh, the Chinese. 1 step forward, a million steps back. It's believed the rupture occurred while engineers were conducting a pressure test during the installation of sewage pipes, according to The Sun. Let's look at that video again. That's not Taco Bell. That's Chipotle. That's clear and simple. From China to Cape Coral, it's time for...
Florida man does whatever a Florida man can. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
Florida man kayaks through his living room flooded by Hurricane Helene. A video is going viral on TikTok showing a man kayaking through his flooded living room. As Helene made landfall and progressed toward Georgia, flooding was a major problem. In Tampa, a man named Matt Heller, whose house was submerged as a result of the storm surge. Heller said he basically just stayed afloat in the kayak in the confines of his home When the power went out, he was able to keep the house partially lit with candles. Like many people in the area, Heller told CNN he was struck by how fast everything happened, noting that within an hour and a half, it went up about 4 feet from nothing. Before this catastrophe, Heller said his home had never experienced anything like this. Dressa, dead ahead. Well, that is the weirdness for this week. You really can't make this shit up. And now that we are going... Now that we are at the end of the show, I'm going to reach into my baggie of dad jokes here. Oh, let's see. I think we got one here. Oh, boy. All right. When does Sean Connery arrive at Wimbledon? Tennis. That's right. I come to see tennis. Around tennis. Well, that is the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Remember, you can find all of my broadcasts here on the Zach Attack Productions YouTube channel. I want to say thank you so much for joining me, and make sure you follow me on social media. Those links are down in the description below. I also want to say thank you to my announcer, Riley Livingston. I'm Zach, and I'll see you again next week. Same place, same time. Good night.
That was easy.
Yes, it was.
Well, that's the show for tonight. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with all the latest Remotely Zach. You can also follow us on our social media. I'm Riley Livingston. Good night.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I hope you enjoyed that video. Click over here to check out this video just like it, and also click down here to subscribe to the Zachattackproductions YouTube channel. Please, I need a reason to not post pictures of my feet.